everybody, welcome back to Farming Simulator 2017 with me, Chops. And if you just bear with me for a second, because it is incredibly loud and I've got a sneaking suspicion. Alright. We'll turn that down as well. Yes, as you can probably tell, I've jumped straight into a harvester. Well, you've joined me as I'm completing the mission. Field number 20, it's a reasonably large field, and I just happened to see that there's a field of root crop to be done, namely potatoes, and from experience they pay really well to do these jobs, so the reward is going to be worth it. It's taken me, well, I've been at it now for well over an hour. Well, when I say I've been at it, I haven't really been. I've done the outside couple of rounds and then chuck the GPS on and let her go nuts. So she's not really all that strenuous. No, she's pretty cruisy. I was looking at this and outside and realised that the engine cover is actually open. I didn't realise they opened those up for when they were running. But obviously it must be pretty warm in there, I'd say. It's quite cool, you can see inside there and have a bit of a gander. As you can see, I'm driving the wrong way around the field. The machine's bumping around a few bit, bouncing around and carrying on. But it shouldn't be too far from being finished. And it's going to give us plenty of money to play with, for a wee bit anyway, until I get around to getting all the gold nuggets and that sort of thing. But it's certainly going to help us with establishing our animals, which is going to be quite a nice benefit. She's been a bit of a long harvest, and we've got plenty to do with our own farm as well, so still got a field to cultivate, some seeding to do as well. Want to try and get some more crops around, buy some pigs, since we're going to have a bit of cash to buy some now. Finish filling the feed troughs, and only thing we won't have for them is, well, potatoes or sugar beets, these sorts of crops. But I'm pretty sure field 19, our most recent field, is actually planted out in sugar beets, so we'll end up leasing a harvester for that and bringing it up, and then we'll have the root crops for the pigs, and we'll just store it up in the pig sheds and give it to them as we need it. And I'm not sure, I might plant sugar beets or something again and just harvest it to sell. We'll see what our thoughts are on that later on. I haven't had a chance to see any comments yet on the stacking off my bales, or my attempt at stacking bales, so I'm not sure what the ratings have been like. I imagine they're pretty miserable, but as I say, I'm not the best at it, I freely admit that. So yeah, a nice lovely day today, pretty nice sunset going on there. Clear riverbank going on. Unfortunate thing is I didn't actually drive over here, I just teleported over, so I can't actually go to pick up to grab any nuggets or anything around here either, so never mind. I'm not sure if there's any left around this part anyway. I must admit, these here are pretty beastly looking machines, aren't they? I mean, it is bit alien looking, really, isn't it, of what it does. It seems to be an awful lot of money to do one job. Well, it's doing a job of two bits of equipment. Got that one there that's taken the tops off, and here we're scooping up the spuds. But it's an awful lot of money for it. And there we go. Oh, that's nice. Couple $100 there. And she's extremely happy with our help. So that has just boosted our income something wicked. Oh, look at that. There is a gold nugget still here. So that is going to be pretty awesome. We might as well grab this nugget while we're here. There we go. And we'll head back to the farm. Yeah, and these are chickens. A few eggs there. I'm not really worried about them. Canola's coming along nicely. And over here, what have we got going on over here? Gotta try and remember what stage we're at. Okay, so this guy here. I gotta remember how to name it. Right, so he's busy cultivating. So we'll chuck him back on the job. Jump out. For some reason my enter vehicle button isn't working, so use the keyboard. Shoot over with this fella, start ploughing this field. Now I've decided we are in the end going to chuck this field here into grass, I reckon. Simply because I want one with a bit of grass and, you know, plenty of area. But I also don't want to use the biggest field we've got because I don't want to lose too much income from the crops either. So 14 is the biggest field I reckon we've got. Oh, it's tough call. Actually this one here is probably the biggest. The 14 and 15, they're both pretty handy to each other, so keep them side by side. And this guy has got one more pass, so we'll just jump in with him. Oh no, still got 2 passes. Once he's done there, he can go and do the seeding. And our other tractor is around somewhere. There it goes. So if I jump in here and we'll have a look at what our pigs need. Need to run some corn up to them, so we'll go grab some corn and chuck that up to them. I'll get rid of this trailer. Just park it over here for the meantime. Oop. Probably help if I use the right one. And what button was it to change tool? There we go. Oh. What is going on here? There we go. I think I might just drop this all off. Save the hassle. We don't need it at the moment. Bit of a glitch there, seem to be stuck on the ground. There we go. That'll make it a bit easier. Now, anyone know where I left my tipping trailer? Alright, we'll go for a bit of a search, see if we can find the tip trailer. Before we do that though, we'll just chuck him off. This dude here is finished. So we're going to get him seating. Haven't fully decided where we're going to put him, field 14 yet. I don't know. We'll go grass on 14. I reckon 12's probably a wee bit bigger, so yeah, we'll go grass in here. And what button did I use for that? Turn on Sarah, select seed. There we go. And our worker. Off we go. Yeah, we're going to get a notice soon saying he's actually going to be out of seed, so I hope we've got a bit of seed lying around something. Just looking at the fill levels ahead. If not, we'll have to go get some. So here's our trailer. So we'll chuck some corn in here, we don't need much. And then we can run that up to the pigs, then we can go buy some pigs. So we're actually making use of what well, we've got no wheat. Sunflower, soybeans, corn. There we go, that's going to be heaps. So we'll run this up to the pigs and then we'll come back and grab our stock trailer, shoot over to Mary's farm, grab ourselves some pigs. Now the reason I'm going grass, I'm pretty sure I mentioned, is we're going to go get some sheep as well, but we need to feed them grass. So there's the other reason I wanted a bit of money there, just as we're going to need a bit of extra equipment. Namely loading wagon, probably just the wee Pottinger one that's available, and some mowers. Now the thing is, I'm not actually too sure if we have a tractor with a front PTO either, so we might end up having to look at a tractor with something like that. Though we may be able to work out a system. You know, she's a work in progress farm, so we can't have the best of everything all in one hit, unfortunately. It'd be nice if we could, but it doesn't really work that way in real life. So right, so we rain door, tip side to the left, and unload is button 10, which is that one. Oh well, looks like we could have brought more corn up. We'll do that on the next run. Well, that'll teach me for being a bit cheap and all that. But anyways, we'll take this back to the farm, we'll grab our stock trailer and we'll go get our pigs. Start moving up in the world. Now, I realise I haven't made much money by selling our own crops, so we will do some of that as well. Probably this episode. As I've said, there's a slight drawback to using the steering wheel, is all the buttons are numbered as opposed to having these symbols, so even having the help menu up, you're kind of sitting there going, oh, I wonder which button that was again. Oh, I do have them written down what each button is, but I've got to remember what I programmed each task to as well. Yep. So we'll hook up to this, and then we'll jump in the case. And get some seed. Right, so remember where he was. Okay peeps, he's there. I hope there's some seed over here. And none there. Oh yes, looks to be some in there. Right, refill was that. Why won't he take any more? Might as well fill it right up. No, well, obviously not. We'll shoot him back to where he was. Well, hopefully where he was. Looks like he ran out about there. About there. Hopefully that's right. Rightio. Off to the pig farm we go. Chuck our beacons on. Chuck some lights on. And go get our pigs. So this will be something new. Sunflowers are coming up nicely by the looks of that. I'm picking one of these fields down here, probably field 24. It's a small field, so it'll be cheap enough. We'll end up grabbing one of them next as well on when we get around to purchasing some more fields. You know, it's those big fields, they're quite expensive to buy. So this one up here that we just under harvest on, you can imagine what the price is going to be like on that. So you know, she's going to be a long time before you get to that stage. Now I haven't quite decided how long I'm going to make this series. I'm picking probably about 50 episodes. That seems to be about the norm. But because I want to check out modern maps as well, so chances are we'll end up with 2 games running at the same time. You know, there'll be one on a modern map and one on the vanilla map. So we have one where we're a wee bit advanced and another one where we just started out as well. Particularly I'm looking at probably doing an English map, I'd say. We're doing the American one here now, big style. And I'm thinking the English style would be the way to go. Something a bit tighter, a bit smaller. Perhaps a bit less running around. So yeah, we'll go for that. So here we are, this is where we pick up our pigs, or any livestock we buy. Apparently there's livestock market. I do reckon it'd be a lot better if they had a ramp here for us to back into, but apparently they don't. Go in here, lower the trailer, open the cover, and here we go. So it's $3,000 for pigs, $4,000 for your sheep and $5,000 for your cows. They're quite expensive, and I believe we can fit 9 pigs in our trailer. So that's going to cost us $27,000 for our 9 pigs, but we want the pigs to make us money. And there they are there, you can see them all in there, ticking away, loving life, happy as Larry. So we'll chuck the cover back over it and shoot them up to the pig farm. Nice big bull on top of the building there. So yes, that's cost us a wee chunk of our money we made from our hard work on that field. But that's why we did that field. Just to make some money. Helps if we lift the trailer up as we driving along as well. Give it some clearance. And we'll chuck the mini map up. Well, I'm over here though. I will just grab this nugget over here. Since we're here and all. Yeah, it can't be too far away. Yeah, it's a bit further than I thought. Round by a tree here. Must be somewhere here. These ones just seem to be the most difficult ones to find. There we go. Buried in the grass. Trying to find them can be a bit of a mission sometimes. And yes, a bit of a detour there, I'm afraid. But we are getting closer with our nuggets. Never know, maybe millionaires one day. Right, let's get these piggies to town. Get them home. And we can sell some grain and pick up some new equipment, which should be a bit of a treat. Loving the look of that sunset. There you go. That can be our thumbnail. Especially now since I drove past the road I wanted to turn down. A few of you is probably sitting there screaming as I drove past it and going, oh, why aren't you turning down there? Too busy taking scenic photos. Plain tourist. Tractor's getting a bit dirty, I see. But at least the speedo works. You see the digital speed read out there. Even if my steering isn't up to the task. Those two workers are beavering away there quite nicely. Seeder's about halfway through. Time he's finished that, he'll be right to crank into the cultivator there. Once the plough is finished, he'll be able to jump into the seeder. So hopefully the plan will all come together nicely. It could be a bit of a longer episode this, but we'll see how we go. I might do some cutting and editing and that, just so we're not having to see quite so much. Try and chop out all the boring bits. So anyway, here we are coming up to the pig farm now. Drop these bad boys off. They should be quite happy at Chop Chop's farms. There we go. Lower the trailer, flip the cover off. And what do we do here? Unload all our pigs into the farm. Yep, we do. And we might as well leave the trailer there. We'll jump out and have a quick squizzy at our piggies. Here we go, with our 9 pigs. Noisy wee buggers. We got water, so that's something. Loving life, grubbing away there. Plenty of food. And we have to remember we need to come up and empty that trough. We'll clean the trough out. Right. So we're going to go and sell some stuff now. Before we buy anything. Don't know what we're going to sell yet. We'll have a look at the prices and decide. See what we've got on storage and all that. Try and keep the money up. One thing I will be doing with $1 million is getting a new tractor. I haven't decided what tractor I'll get yet, but you know, any upgrade's going to be a nice upgrade. And how's our suitor going? Oh, he's a wee way through there. And I'll probably end up getting a new tip trailer as well. I've got that nice Marshall one there. Ep8 has completed their task. Which one's Ep8? They have not completed their task. They're miles from being complete. Let me just finish off the... I've heard there has been a bit of a bug with the workers that if you start them off on another task or another run and they'll go back over the same bits they've done before, so we'll just keep a quick eye on this dude and make sure he goes the right way. Otherwise that could be quite a pain. Don't know why you reckon they had finished though. Yeah, there you go. See, he was going to see it the wrong way there. So what I'll do is I'll chuck him down here. And he can start off down this end. That'll do. That way he's going to definitely go the right way. Shoot up here, and we'll have a bit of a squizzy at the market, see what we can sell. Actually, it's starting to get a bit late again, so we go back here. We've got plenty of barley. Oh, beans, peas, they're pretty good. At Mary's farm they're especially good. Old sunflowers, they're pretty good. Yeah, the barley's not too great, but I reckon we'll take a load of soybeans and chuck it over to Mary's farm. No, not Mary's farm. Yeah, Mary's farm. And then we'll come back and we'll take a load of barley to Gomez Ridge Acres. Seems to be the one. So yeah, Mary's farm it is. So, load of soybeans. Beautiful. Chuck the cover on. Now she's going to be interesting for this tractor getting up that hill fully loaded, so hopefully it makes it. It's not the most powerful beast in the world. Get rid of a couple of loads, we'll buy some new equipment. Time we get back, that seeder will definitely have finished. Maybe the plough as well. And we'll see how we're getting on from there. Bit wonky on the old steering. Yes, anyway, Friday was a mod release Friday. The Giants seem to release every Friday new mods for the console boys and girls. And the unfortunate thing is, I am starting to notice a wee bit of a pattern happening here. And all the mods that have been released happen to be FS15 DLC or equipment that was in FS15 originally. Which, you know, it's not really giving them anything overly new. It's giving them something extra to what the game had, but you know, it's kind of a bit of a mixed feeling on the whole interweb as to how people are feeling about the consoles and the mods, because like I said, the game has only been out for a month, so things are still work in progress. And the big issue is that the mod creators are having trouble getting their mods accepted. And it may not even be three giants, it's probably more likely Microsoft and Sony that are affecting that. So the consoles aren't getting the mods like they were hoping they were going to get, obviously. And there is a few mods out now for PC. Some of them you need to be a wee bit wary of, because you know they're still relatively new, so you wonder how quickly they've been rushed out. And obviously I'm running a couple, but it's nothing too major. So we've got 12 green there for our harvest as well, so that's bloody awesome. So yeah, and I have noticed on lots of Facebook and that, a couple of the pages I'm on there, that a lot of the guys that are, or girls that are on the consoles for the game are starting to think that they're going to change over to go to the PC. Which, yes, you're going to get always going to get a lot more mods on your PC. But it's not even so much the mods that they're having issues with, it's the lack of the updates. You know, it takes longer for them to get an update than it takes for the PC. And the game does have quite a few bugs, obviously. For some reason they rushed it out a wee bit too quick. They probably should have held off for another week or two until they had the game fully finished. But they had decided to release it early, or get it out on the agreed time they wanted to pull it out. So it has come out with a few bugs, and because they can, as soon as they got the update ready, they can just chuck it straight up on PC. Trouble with the consoles, they can't release it straight away for them, because that's got to go through other channels and be approved, namely Microsoft and Sony. And on top of that, one of the bugs happens to be an issue with slots. So with the consoles, you're only allowed a certain amount of things, basically. So every time you buy something, it counts as a slot. And once you reach your limit, that's you done. So everything right down to bales of straw, you know, they count as a slot. So really is the best price for this anyway. Gomez Ridge is still the best price. So that is, I don't even know where that is. Way over there. Right down through town, so we're coming past the shop, so we'll call into the shop on the way past. So yeah, overall it's a bit of a shame for the console ones on the consoles. They were quite looking forward to it. Looking forward to the idea of getting mods and everything, but yeah, it's not quite working out as well as they hoped. And unfortunately, it seems to be the way things go these days. You know, there's a lot of over-promised stuff out there, and no one seems to be too worried about delivering on that. For example, No Man's Sky. There's a lot of hype around that about how amazing it was going to be and how massive it was and all that. And once people got the game, they suddenly realised it wasn't as what they were told it was going to be. It was missing a lot. Well, pretty much all of what they told you it was going to have. It's all very pretty and everything, but just missing all the content, which was a shame. But yeah, one thing with Giants though, they are doing the updates, they are working on the fixes. So everything should, once they're, and I believe that's why the mods are a bit slow, was they're more worried about getting the updates done first, getting all the bugs ironed out and working properly, make sure the game's running smoothly. Once that's happened, then they'll start chucking out mods for the consoles, get a bit more gear out. I know that's not the right way to get in here, but that's the way I go. So yeah, once I've got it done, then I'm sure you'll start seeing a few more mods coming through. So I'll just stop here. And what has he done? He isn't finished yet at all. He's been a bit difficult, this helper. Alright, you carry on there. And then you carry on again. There you go, see? There's lots of ground left for you. Now, which way do you reckon he's going to go down here? At least that dude with the plough, he's still plugging away there. I just don't reckon this one once worked. Once paid for his job. And because I'm putting this in grass, I want to make sure it's fully covered, because I don't want a big empty patch in the middle of the field all the time. So what way are you going to go there, buddy? Oh, It's going to do the big U-turn. Cool. Right, so back here we go. Head up the hill, get rid of some crop. Make some money and call on the shop on the way through and see what we can spend it on. A new tractor would be nice, but we don't really have that sort of disposable income. Ep8 has completed their task again, so hopefully he has this time. And no, he isn't. He's still got the wee patch in the middle to go. There you go. Finish that wee patch. Or I'll just do it myself. Not the straightest job going on here, but it's going to be a lot quicker than trying to get the worker to do it. And once they're done, he can just jump on the cultivator. Right. So hopefully he cultivates better than he ploughs, than he seeds. Plough's just about finished. Once the plough's finished, he'll be on the seeder. Hopefully he does a better job. We'll probably chuck a field of wheat in since we're out of wheat. You know, I find it's always nice to keep at least a wee supply of every crop in your silos, just in case. You never know when you're going to get a big demand, or a great demand if you like. We shoot down this way. Got our cows over here. So one day we'll have cows to put in there. I say one day. They are quite expensive this time round, you know, it's $5 grand a cow. And I was thinking, I can't quite remember, but I'm pretty sure on Ep8 15 they're only like $1,000, something like that. So, as we know, the prices have risen quite a bit. And go do a bit of late night shopping. And yeah. Right, any sales? No. That's a bit disappointing. So what have we got? Got $197, $1,000. How much is a tractor? Yeah, they're getting up there. Yeah. Cost a pretty penny. We can afford one, but it's going to suck out the bank balance. So we'll just have to get what we do actually need. So we need some motors. I wouldn't mind getting those, but we've got nothing with a front hitch, so picking we'll just get this one here. What's it cut? 4 meters, 3 meters. They can go on a much smaller tractor. Decisions. Chances are I'll end up getting rid of it pretty quickly as soon as I can afford to though, get those and have a tractor that can use them. Yeah, we'll just go with that one. That'll do. Go back, we want a loading wagon, we'll just go with the wee passenger. One of these big ones would be nice, but well, we've got nothing that can tow them anyway, so we'll go with the wee passenger. It's mainly for the sheep anyway. And I want another new tipper. Wee tipper. Straight over here. This wee trailer is awesome. What's it hold? 21.7. 21. And the Joskin's just getting a wee bit big for what we've got. We'll go with this. We'll leave it red, we'll leave it standard colours. Should be all good. And we will need... what do we own? Got those 3 tractors. Got a bucket, paddle fork. That's the other thing I was going to get. We'll sell that, hardly worth selling that trailer, actually we'll keep a hold of it. Yeah. A few buildings. Some Marshall stuff. But yes, there was one other thing I was going to get. And that was these. Because I've decided they're actually a lot easier to use for stacking bales than the forks, on account they don't friggin' jam in there. The other thing I want is placeables, Buller Blaster, and we've got to go all the way over to the farm. Which is a bit of a pain. Actually, bugger that. I'll wait until we're back at the house and we'll do that. Now, we do need some of this. We will need to stockpile some. And some fertilizer. Cool. And apparently I've got a couple of apps that need updated. So I reckon that'll do us for now. We could get a telehandler if we wanted to. But no, we'll save some money up. Actually, no, we won't, because we need a windrower. We'll go for the what's that? 9 grand, 4.6 meters, 9.3, 14.8. We'll just go with that one. We'll go in the middle. Always safe in the middle. Yep. So there we go, bit of a spend up. Rather large spend up. Bit of new gear for us. Yes. Bit of an expansion. Well, the pallets aren't much of an expansion. So yeah, I'll shift all that back to the farm on screen. Off screen, in fact. Shift it all up there. So I think we'll have a check, see how our workers are getting on. But we might just call this the episode here, with our nice big purchase. Spent plenty of money, it's always the way. So how are we getting on? He's just about finished. Yes, by the time he's come back, we'll have this field finished. Started seeding. That one over there will be growing. And how are these other two getting on? Those two there are in the last stages of growth, so they won't be too far away from being ready to harvest. And that one there is in sunflowers, so we do actually need to buy a harvester head. But since we're back at the farm, we will get our water blaster. And I'm going to chuck it. Chuck it there actually. There we go. But yes, we do need a sunflower. How much is it? 12 grand. It's not a very big one, but yeah, that's what we need for our harvester. So yeah, we'll get that as well. So yes, oh, this guy's just about finished his ploughing out. So until next time peeps, we'll call this the episode. Keep your furrows straight and true, and happy farming.